Hi crafty friends! In today's video, I'm making some happy loaded Penpal pockets. It's basically tiered pockets that you can fill with goodies to send to a pen pal. I'm really excited about this one. This was originally a live stream video, but I've edited out everything and just kept the essential crafty bits. To start, you need a base that fits into a 6x9 envelope. I used 3 pieces of black cardstock that I paper clipped together, and then I used a pencil to just mark it. But I'd suggest something that measures 5 inches by 8 inches, so 1 inch smaller than the envelope in case you want to stuff this to the gills and send lots of goodies to your pen pal. So the 3 pieces of cardstock are so that I can make my pockets, and I'm going to stagger them to how I want them and then trim it all at once. Just kidding, forget everything I said in the first minute. Upon closer inspection of this live stream, that isn't a 6x9 envelope, but you get the idea. Just find the envelope that you want to use and then measure it, you know, make sure it's a lot smaller than the envelope. I want to say by at least an inch, just to be safe. But yeah, anyway, sorry about that. I'm sure there's a fancier way to make staggered pockets, but this is what works for me. It's just so easy because you can decide how deep you want your pockets, how many pockets you want. But yeah, once I trim all of my base cards, I added the thinnest red liner tape. You can use a sewing machine to sew your pockets or liquid adhesive, but I really like this itty bitty tape. Sorry that it's nasty. I had a bunch of like random tidbits on it. Now, if you see my red liner tape, it just has Forrest's hair on it, which is my German Shepherd. But yeah, I'm going to add the itty bitty red liner tape to the rectangles that are going to be the pockets, but just on 3 sides so that there's that one opening for the pocket action. Then I'm going to create mats with a contrasting color, which for this I went with hot pink to really give it like that bold look. But yeah, that's that's basically how you make the base. It's really easy, really fast. Anyone can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. For the hot pink mats, I again just used a pencil to mark how big I wanted them, but I want to say the way that I cut them, it gave me a 1/8 inch border all the way around. You'll notice that I have a lot of stamped images on the right ready to go, and these were stamped and then fussy cut. And if you are needing any inspiration for mass making stamped images to use for ephemera, then check out my recent video on that. And there still should be a giveaway going on that video. So make sure you enter because that's going to close soon. I'm gluing down the mats with a glue stick, and then comes the fun part, which is filling the pockets. Besides collaging, one of my favorite things in the whole wide world is filling pockets, like staggered pockets. So, the inside of my planner and traveler's notebooks, I just love filling them. And here are a few pictures. It's just, I would love to do whole dedicated videos to just filling planner pockets and then taking everything out and then filling them again in a different style. The other thing I love to do is setting up a bulletin board. And here's the picture of the one that I have now. I just want to set them up. Like, I don't necessarily want to take it down, that one after I set it up, but I would just want to do it over and over again. Like, I could fill 1,000 bulletin boards and just not tired of it, not get bored, and just be happy. Besides stamped and fussy cut images, I'm going to fill these pockets with sticky note samples, die cuts, and there's even some printable elements in here too. And what I love about this is that these stamps, and even down to like the sticky notes, they're all from different designers. So there's a little bit of Heidi Swapp in there, and Paula Pascual, and Debbie Moore, and Stephanie Ackerman, and it's like a fiesta of talented designers all in one place, and it makes me really happy. I'm going to be testing out different configurations, or as I heard Helen Griffin once refer to it as auditioning my pieces to see where they go best. And for me, it's finding them a place where I think they really shine. And on the right side of my envelope, well, my, my pocket on the right side, mostly on the right side, I have my bench warmers. I want them to be in the game, but I might not need those stamped images in the end, so they're called the bench warmers. Another thing you can do to decorate the outside of these pockets, and also for pocket mail, for pocket letters, you can staple things onto the outside directly, so onto the outside of the insert, or in this case, the outside of these pockets. I love my tiny attacher. This is a must-have on your craft desk, friends. Sometimes a regular staple just doesn't go over like several layers or chunkiness, but that tiny attacher has a big mouth and a punch, and I love using it in my pen pal mail and punchy junk journals and regular junk journals and all sorts of things, so I highly recommend it. I have so many cute sticky notes, so I'm sticking, a few of these sticky note samples in the pockets. But I really need to go through my stash and find all of my sticky notes. I've mentioned before that my stash is in the four quarters of my craft room slash guest room. And I think that happens because I have the bad habit of creating like on the go crafting kits. Because I used to go on a lot of crafty dates, or like I would go and craft in a coffee shop, like journal, and that's just something that I like to do. So when I get back home, I never put the stuff back where it's supposed to go, and yeah, I think I just need to find those kits. Usually they're like in pencil pouches, so just need to have a look see, get everything in one place, and then I can organize it all. That is the goal, that is the plan. I have an update. So I've been posting on TikTok, and if you want to follow me there, it's Jeanette Lane Crafts. I have a weird relationship with TikTok because I manage a travel TikTok account for my day job. So it's like I have to be on TikTok, but I don't know if I necessarily would want to be if, it wasn't part of my job. But anyway, I'm over there if you want to be friends there, and I've been posting quick tutorial videos about punchy junk journals and journaling, and more coming soon. All right, that's it, crafty friends. Thanks so much for hanging out with me for a bit. Let me know what you've been making lately in the comments. I would love to hear all about it. And yeah, I guess that's it. I'll see you real soon. Bye.